Good evening. Hello, hello. Hello to Ghost. Hello, Thomas. Hello to Captain Wolfchen. Hi. Uncle Steve, hello. And Luke and Winky and Subsonic Flight. Good evening. And on YouTube, hello to Elias, Ennis, Adonis. Nice to see you. And Rambo, hello. And James also, hello to you guys. Welcome to XP12. Yeah, it's been a while. So I thought today would be a good day to try out the latest beta version of the FlightFactor 777. Hello, hello, Mark. Yeah, I thought you'd like this, right? So, yeah, good old Speedbird today. Speedbird 71 Bravo. Yeah, I'm going to have a look at some stuff later on during the flight. We're going to have a look at some systems, see if we can learn a bit more about the 777, and see how the aircraft performs, how things have progressed. 717 Tango. Okay, now I've got to watch out, Ghost, with all these call signs. I am, yeah, as you can see in Zurich, we have a new scenery for this. I don't remember I don't know who made the scenery here in Zurich, but that's especially compatible with XP12, and from what I could tell, the performance is actually quite nice. So definitely hitting more than 60 FPS because it's limiting to 60, so that's quite nice. I'm not sure, Nicola. Is it MK Studios? I bought it over Orbix. It's Aerosoft. Hey, Franz. And Nicolas, hello to you as well. Nate Flies, hello. Doing well, thanks for asking. AC, hey, and Ralph, hello to you. Good to all. Bist zwak. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It's not really officially, a big day here in Zurich. So yeah, Zurich ATIS we have, and the Zurich Approach controller, and he definitely will be busy. Yeah. Voyager, servus, wie geht's dir? Moin moin. Okay, so today I'm gonna try to not get told off on VATSIM. Okay. Oh, I had a sleepless night with the faux pas I had. Yeah, it's always embarrassing when you do that on a stream. Lots of people watching. Yeah, exactly. The thing, you know what was so annoying really was the fact that I just trusted the top ascend error on the nav display. I had such a lot of faith in the add-on that I thought, well, that must be correct, right? And then started my descent, and I'm like, something doesn't look right. Well, there we go. Time for a VATSIM check, right? Oh, I had a sim mission yesterday, IRL. So I was in Frankfurt 787 sim, and it actually went really well, surprisingly, because like I said, I haven't been flying much lately, but yeah, it was fun. It was fun, and nice to be back in the rear flight deck, to be honest. And tomorrow I've actually got some real world flying to do as well, so looking forward to that too. Yeah, that's true, Luke. Yeah. That is true. Right, it is busy. Yeah, you can see that's really nice. We had someone just come in. It's Ghost, right? Ghost said he's going to join as well. And he is... Where is he? He is there. Little baby Airbus here. Looks tiny compared to the 777, right? And wing clearance, yeah, no problem. So you'll pass below my wing. That's fine. Yeah, no worries there. Yeah, me too, Ghost. I really do hope that as well. I really do hope we get a nice steady level. I'm surprised the FPS is quite nice. So looking really nice and smooth. Love it. I hope that stays that way when we're taxiing or flying. Mission. It was a refresher mission. It was called. So it was a lot of manual raw data flying, which is great. So And then we did all kinds of things: engine failures, RTOs, low-vis operations, emergency descent, some instrument failures, that sort of stuff. So that was really, really nice. And it's good, good for self-confidence again. Okay, Ghost, yeah, you're on Microsoft, yeah. Okay. I am, like I just thought I'd show you the daytime Zurich. You can see from the tower view, if we go and have a look around. So for XP12, I would say it's a decent scenery, right? Looks all right. Performance is fine, so nothing to complain about. What I do want to do, though, is I want to go and go real time. So let's fast forward the time. What time is it now? It is 18:09. 18:09. Oi. Hang on. Hold on. Before we do that, let me just get some lights on here. Storm light. Thank you. And then we can go 18:09, somewhere in that region. Perfect. That's fine. Hang on. 18:09? Yep, perfect. Okay, so he's logged off. Okay, he's had enough. Yeah, he's probably worn out now. He has worn out. Don't blame him. Cool. And yeah, so the reason why I want to fly to Heathrow, because I just saw that there's a new scenery. I'm not sure how old it is, but it's from Time Models. So they've brought out a scenery for Heathrow, and officially compatible for X-Plane 12. Next big question is, did the database load correctly? Yes, it did. February 20th. Cool. Right, single FMC left operation, so still the flight management computer loading up. James, no, we're on Speedbird, British Airways. Yeah, Ralph. The thing is, so I mean, the real reason why I just got too high in the approach was I was talking as usual. I was in the flow regarding some real world stories, and then I just didn't check the arrival routing. So if I had checked that properly, then I would have seen that maybe there was a restriction missing, and that's why. So I'm just going to go over the old panel, make sure that everything's set to normal positions here. I'm going to put the logo light on as well. Those go to auto. And then we have the Gasper fans on, recirculation fans on, pack system on, bleed system all already on. Automatic outflow valve position. Oh, this? Yeah, so this is actually like if you did some napping during cruise flight, you put this to, let's say, 15 minutes. Just make sure that should the other pilot fall asleep, which he or she shouldn't, but if that should happen, then you have that little alarm ringing. It's not a cooking timer, no. Jill, how are you? Hey, Jill's. Greetings to Costa Rica. Nice. Greetings back, yeah. How are you? And as Adonis, you've been out for a little bit. I saw that the FlightFactor 767 has a scheduled update on the 27th. Okay, well, maybe I'll have a look at it, yeah. And hey, Snark. Yeah, these days you have, other alarms going on. Pilot response alarms. So like if you don't hit any buttons for 30 minutes, you get a caution, and then another 10 minutes later, I think, then you get the warning. And that will definitely wake you up. Right, so let me see. Route. How do we get If I remember correctly, there's no route uplink yet. So unfortunately, I have to do this manually. So briefing. Yeah, this isn't implemented yet, so. Okay, so that means we're going to go ahead and look at our Sim Toolkit Pro. I am planning. Click initialize flight. What? Hang on. Initialize flight. Yeah, but that doesn't bring up briefing, does it? Flying Yogi, goody. What we can do though is what I can do. I should be able to get the AviTap, right? Yeah, that I should be able to get. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go download the flight plan, and then we should be able to look at the flight plan at least here. XP12, yes, I have the FlightFactor too, yeah, of course. Yeah, and it's Adonis, welcome here as well. Right, so where's my PDF plan then? PDF, view PDF, there it is. Download, download. Save as. Oh, where do we go? We're going to go here. We're going to go XP12. We're going to go to plugins. AviaTap. And then charts. And then we should be able to hit this up here. Charts. And there's this. There it is. Fantastic. Look at that. Cool. That means we can have a look here. And so I'm just going to enter that that routing there into the box. Ianoy, hey, good evening. The latest AirRack. Well, if you have a Navigraph account, then you should be able to do this via the Navigraph. It's called Navigraph FMS Data Manager. Hey, Non-Shall-Pass, how are you? Cool. So we're going to go from Zurich. Lima, Sierra, Zulu, Hotel. And we're going to go to Echo, Golf. Oh, hello? Why is that jumping? The flight number is Speedbird. So British Airways, Speedbird 71 Bravo. Just make sure it's correct. Is that correct? Yeah, 71 Bravo. Perfect. Then we are going to go with the routing, next page. And then we're going to go with the first point or the last point on the SID, VBIT. Oh, sorry, overlay. Yeah, you're right. There we go. Cool, thank you. So VBIT. Not in database. Lordy. Okay, well, that's the departure arrival first. Now, runway 28. 28 is a little bit short actually for the. Although the 777 is, if you're not, yeah, disregard. We can take 28. I mean, although earlier on I saw on flight radar that the heavy jets are departing 16, right? I mean, the thing is with X-Plane, there are things obviously that are a little bit better compared to Microsoft with regards to aerodynamics, for example. However, of course, people complain a lot about visuals, and so visuals are not as good as on Microsoft, obviously. So there's always a little bit of a trade-off in that regard. But then again, it depends. Hey, Brennel, big hits to you. Then it's always a bit of a question. Where do you put your emphasis on, right? Okay, so also let me just say or tell you what we're doing today. So we've got the flight here from Zurich to Heathrow, and then the second flight will do a VFR group flight. We're continuing on our VFR Alps tour, and all the details are on our Discord server and the group flight briefing. Anybody or everybody's allowed to join. We are going to be on the European West server on Microsoft 2020 though. That is important. So Torpa, then we go direct to Edopi. And then we're going to go direct to Gibor. Yeah, so Captain Wolfchen, the thing is that you have a lot of options when it comes to modding things in X-Plane. Sora, whatever that read. That is something, you have orthos which make photorealistic ground sceneries. I'm not using orthos at the moment. I'm using the what's it called? Simhaven sceneries. And that changes mainly, I think, more like houses, buildings, bridges, and those sort of things. Not so much, and it doesn't have, photorealistic ground textures, anything like that. But I think overall, it's a nice trade-off between making the sim look a bit nicer, but without really hitting performance much. Hey, Iowa Scotsman, big shout out. How are you doing, Iowa? Nice to see you. So we're going to Brussels, and then we're going to go Lima 608. Logan. So now it's telling me to enter the INS position, which we'll do in a minute. So let's go in it. I'm going to take the GPS position. It's the most accurate. There it goes. So now we should be able to have a look. That is in. So routing, next page, all the way to Logan, and then we'll go departure arrival. The weather in Heathrow is as follows. So we have... Thank you much, Mark, for the shout out. And Zurich weather, yeah, 070 at 5, so 16 should be okay. 8 kilometers, 1 degrees, 1019. Heathrow currently is 080 at 10, and that means most likely we're going to have ILS 09 left. We're going to go on the Logan arrival. That should be the Logan 2 hotel. And then transition should be the Lambourne transition. So let's have a look here. So we're going to go to plan mode. Going to go to legs page, and then we'll have a look for the arrival routing. Let's zoom out a bit. So stepping through Lambourne, and then it transition to the final. 1 hour 30, Brennelt. 1 hour 30. So that's the routing and the legs page taken care of. So that looks nice. And then what we'll do is we're going to go to route copy. And then on route 2, we have the same as on route 1 now, which is nice. That's the departure routing, looking good. James, though, we had Zurich approach online, but unfortunately he's logged off. So I'm not sure how the... yeah, well, these sits, you know, these sits are often somewhat curvy here in Zurich, so that's not unusual. Gilles says he's testing map enhancement for XP12. Okay, map enhancement. Okay. Or enhancements, it's called. Map enhancement. Okay. So what does that, Gilles, what does that do? Brennard, yeah, we can do that after the flight. I'm happy to do that again. Yeah, it's a bird strike is always quite fun here, right? Yeah, we'll try that after landing, or after we arrive in Heathrow. So let's just check one thing here. Let me just have a look at the... Yes, Zurich. I mean, Zurich definitely is also interesting because of the special aerosits that we have here, yeah? With the mountains and so on. Was this a triple where you could do the walk around? I mean, X-Plane 12, guys, does X-Plane 12 have a walk around mode? Those that know. And Fran says the Air Canada 777 for Toronto often takes runway 28. Okay. It doesn't. Hey JD, no, not the bird strike after landing. The bird. So after we land in Heathrow, we're gonna reset and then we'll try again the bird strike function here. 380. There we go. Right. So regarding the weight, somebody was asking how to enter weights here. So let's have a look here. So we could go to menu, then it should be under performance, weight and balance. So that's a little bit like on PMDG, right? So we have simplified zero fuel weight we can enter here. And so we can do use the keyboard 187227. And for the fuel, we're going to have a bit of extra for Heathrow, half an hour as usual. So we're going to have about, let's say 19 tons, 19.2. Yeah, 19.2. All right, then again, let's take 19 tons. We don't usually take that much CG minus. Okay, this is a bit weird. So let's go loading page. Right, let's see if I can do that. So let's go, although I'm not sure why it's not doing... Oh, there's the timer. Ollie B, hello. Alpha, hello to you as well. So hang on, how do we do that? There is a way to get SimBrief running, isn't there? Because I have entered my SimBrief ID. Oh, hold on. No. There's something... sorry, let me just do something here. I think I haven't changed that in here. Simulation. General. Where was that? That was under... Oh, where was the SimBrief settings? I'm going to show you the page again. Guys, does anyone know here in the FlightFactor where you can enter the sim brief stuff? Because I know there was a Hoppy code that I've entered and also the... Oh, that's it. That's it. External services. Yeah. Yeah. Let me just change that. Although, hang on. I can only do logon code and that's... No, that's not it. Navigraphs. Oh, there we go. Yeah. But that's correct. Ah, there we go. Look. Okay, so I found the reason why. So if you go to Navigraph services and then get data from SimBrief, then we can do the briefing stuff. Haha. So performance, let's do weight and balance. Let's fill from SimBrief. And now we have a proper CG as well. That's nice. So let's load that. Options. Physical time factor. Let's do 3 times as fast. Okay. Now what I have done is I have changed the settings for the communications. So we don't have to call ground and we don't have to call cabin, etc. That can now be done really, really quickly. You see, just through that page there. And so now everything will go a lot quicker with the boarding, with the loading, etc. So that's nice. And that is good. So let me go ahead again and get the Avitab tablet. No lights in the cabin. I guess there's another setting somewhere. Airplane. Cabin controls, cabin light controls, Brennelt. So I can do that. Ambient, kitchen lighting. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so now we do have lighting here in the cabin. All right, so let's have a quick look here again at the... Is that working? No, that does not work. Does that work? No, it does not work. Plugins. Let me find the keybind for Aviatab. Avitab. So, toggle tablet. Let's do that. Done. So, there we go. So let's enter the zero fuel weight 187227 or 187.3. Then the reserves. Oh, the alternate is Manchester Airport. And that takes a total of 4 tons of fuel, reserve fuel. Although that's for the alternate. Alternate plus final is about 6.6. Yeah, 6.6 is fine. So 6.6 reserves go in there. Hey, Drehflüger, good evening. Yeah, exactly. So reserves is always... So what you put here is not just alternate, but also the final. So those 2 values, yeah, correct. Hey, Ted Parker. Ted, hello, how are you doing? Let me have a look here. Can we do wind uplink? Let's do route. Where's route? No, legs, route data, that's the one. Can't uplink the wind. Oh, that was the thing, wasn't it? That was the thing that we cannot enter... the wind data yet. And that's why the VNAV doesn't work properly yet, does it? Yeah, I knew something was still missing here, unfortunately. Yeah, and that's FMC com doesn't work yet. It's a shame. There's still some things missing, unfortunately. So there's actually some things I think are important. They should put these things in quickly. No, Ghost, I don't think you can put it in manually. It doesn't give me the option. I can't access these pages. HD Sim, hello to you. Thank you much. Thank you much, Shields. Cool. Then let's do the following. Let's do weight and balance. Have a look here. So passengers are almost finished. That's nice. And then we'll do performance. So let's search for Zurich, Lima, Sierra, Zulu Hotel. We'll take that. Runway, we'll take 16. Full length, dry runway. The wind is... It should be around 050 at 5. Then we have the temperature around 1 degrees. And the QNH is 1020. 1020. Takeoff weight will be, according to the flight plan, takeoff weight planned 206, let's say. 206. So 206 tons, and LSZH was 19.6 or something. Let's do 19.5. Thank you much for the update, Ghost. So there we go. Let's have a look here. We're going to go with TO1. It's kind of a mixture between full and strongly reduced. We'll take 45 assumed temperature. We're going to take flaps 5. We'll have anti-ice off, and let's calculate that. So yeah, that should be fine. Config. So flap 5, we have 45 for TO1. Okay, so let's do TO1, 45. Client 1 is fine. We have flaps 5. Let's do CG20 in here. So it should be 29, 32, 36. (32, 36). Not sure why it's such a difference here. Trim 6.25. Hey Lilo. Cool. That should be pretty much it. Let's check the departure route then. Departure. We have the, what was it now? Vebit. Vebit 1 Tango. There it is. I just saw it. There it is. So the Vebit 1 Tango gets us to 5,000 feet, straight ahead 2,000, but not before Zulu Hotel 530, that's correct. 2,000 feet above. Left turn, direct 531, 533, Borrego 554, 558, and then to Vebit. And later on we have to be higher, 6,000, 7,000 there. But initially, oh, that's nice. What's this? Huh? Shows you other traffic on. I've never seen that before. Huh, that is nice. Yeah, shows lots of traffic on the ground here as well. Very interesting. Okay, anyways. Let's go 5,000 here. 5,000 set. And the initial heading should be about 152. Put the flight directors on, auto thrust on, LNAV, VNAV. And that was 139. I'm a bit skeptical about the speed though. 136 just seems really low for a 777. It's a relatively new feature, okay. Yeah, like I've not seen that before. That goes to RTO. Let's start the APU. All right. Regarding taxi out, let's have a look how we taxi out here. It should be pretty straightforward because we are in the northern part. So we're parked at this terminal here, then we push back. Then we're going to taxi out via Echo full length 16. No hotspots. I mean, it is a low weight, sure, and again, you know, I would think yes, could be correct. It's just weird to see those low kind of speeds. XP12. So this plugin here, the this one here, the Aviator's tablet or AviTab for short, that is freeware. However, you're gonna have to have the Navigraph subscription to get access to these charts. That's the thing. Just hear the air conditioning kick in. That's nice. And it looks like we have a load sheet. So let's click on that here as well. So we have 315 passengers, no infants, and the takeoff fuel 19.1. Currently we have 19.3. That looks good. Zero fuel weight 187.2. Have a look here. So 187.2. Change that again. And we have CG 19.6 for takeoff, so 20 is fine. So that then adds up nicely. Cool. Mighty Morph, yes. Yes, so we do have on the load sheet the number of infants on board, yeah. Why is that? Because if they haven't completed their second year of life, then they won't be on the load sheet, on the passenger list. Because infants, so children below the age of 2, don't get a seat, right? But I mean, they're still human beings, so in order to make sure you have all the souls on board correctly, those are then added separately, so that the final figures will always be like, you know, let's say that's first, then business, economy, and infants. Hey Jeremiah, das freut mich. Bis gleich. Cool, so let's have a look. And then I want to do one more thing though. I want to see if I can sync those bar rows again. But that may take me too long to find. So let's have a look. We're going to go. Going to close all the doors. 346. Hello. They also have an MEL list. That's nice. Group flight. Lol. GF. No, group flight, not girlfriend. Oh. So simulation, avionics. Avionics. Well, I guess we can't do that then. So let's do that manually. 20 and 20 here as well. Cool. Then we're going to read the first checklist. Let me just have a look here at the reserves brake steering. That's interesting. Is that somewhere else here? They should be disappearing once we do the before start items. So then let's just have a look here. We're going to go with 2000. Put that to above. Then I'm going to put this already to transponder 2000. And then those should be on, obviously. Normally they're never switched off, but to 2.8. Right, let's do the first pre-flight checklist then. So, pre-flight, oxygen. Test it, 100%. Flight instruments heading 002, altimeters 1020 at 1380 feet. And that's the pre-flight checklist complete. Before start items. So I'm going to go here and here. Fuel pumps on, beacon goes on, the ground power, oh, lol. It's always because normally the APU generator at the 787 at least is never switched off. That catches me out every time here. Hold on. All right, so then I did want to external services. No, hang on. Airplane ground service. That's it. Get rid of all the stuff here. Look at that beauty. Yeah, now we only have TCAS off at the moment, which is correct. That's nice. Status looking clean, fantastic. That is all gone. So let's read the before start checklist. We have flight deck door. MCP V2 is 136. Heading, oh, it reset everything. Nice, GG's. 152. Because of the power loss that we had. 152 and altitude 5000. Takeoff speeds V1 129, VR 132, V2 136. CD pre-flight completed. Trim is going to be 6.25, and we have 0, 0. Taxi takeoff briefing completed. Before start checklist completed as well. Let's get pushback. So we're going to push back onto here. Conito, hello to you. Yeah, that disappeared as well. Thanks. So let's do start pushback. There's our pushback truck. Nice. Ducky, moin. And Sanula, hello to you. Good evening. How are you doing? Fifu, hello. Does VATSIM combine all platforms on one server or each game separate? That should be all on one server, right? I mean, hey man, Flex SRS.
Pushback stand Alpha 57 in Zurich.
Select traffic, Speedbird 71 Bravo, stand Echo 42, pushing back.
Traffic, should be at 69 Delta at Foxtrot 72, taxi out to Alpha, Alpha to Alpha 1, holding point 28.
Only concerned why I'm not hearing the... Hold on, let me just have a look at preferences. Ah, there we go. Let's have a look. Can we do... I think I had a problem with last time. No worries, Brendel. I will be able to... Yes, pushing... Ghost, make sure you push back far enough. I called in first. The setup will be fast, Brendel. I don't think there's a problem with that. Right, so let's have a look. We've done everything there. And so let's do... Start the right engine.
Should be a 69 Delta at holding point Alpha 1, runway 28, line up and take off.
It's not too bad. 50 minutes, come on.
Wait, wait.
No. I can do that in 15 or 10 minutes, Brenold. 10 minutes max. Okay, Ghost, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, there's Ghost behind us there.
There should be a 69 Delta rolling takeoff runway 28 via Takeoff 1 Yankee departure.
Sounds are quite nice. That is looking good. Start a left engine.
Zurich traffic 76, going to be pushing back from gate 11, Alpha 11, facing north on India for Zurich traffic.
Zurich traffic, Severe 69 Delta, passing 3000 airborne.
Yeah, the vibrations, love it. Everything's shaking. I wonder, is that realistic? Does the real aircraft shake when it starts up? Lucas, hello. And Jehu, hello to you. You enjoy the add-on, Jehu? That's nice to hear. And Ducky asking... Okay, frame chain? No, Ducky, I don't know why it should be working. It's close to freezing. I honestly don't know why it should not be... so frame gen... I think you have to have something on Windows, right? It has to be...
And Zurich traffic Swiss 3. Takeoff on runway 28. Vivid for whiskey departure.
It has to have hardware acceleration on, right? So before taxi items, flaps 5. So that's nice, that's nice, that's good. So here's the all clear signal. Are they really there doing engine start? Wow, okay, well, we don't have them on the 787, hence I'm wondering. So let's do the flight control check. We have flight control mode normal, which is good. Full left, full right, neutral, rudder, full left, full right, neutral, and then I'm going to read the before taxi checklist. Yeah, tire pressure. That's always there. I need to check the setting. Right? Flight controls check, ground equipment clear before taxi checklist complete. I had that last time for some reason. I know you can fix that real quickly. Airplane. So let's have a look. Failure controls. All failures. Let's do tire. Tire, no, that's not it. Sure, it has a maintenance page somewhere. Hey, forward, good. I had this the last time, I think. But that's been quite a while away.
2 Mike heavy landing runway 145 by final.
Maintenance. Ah, there we go. Hang on. Maintenance. Ah, okay. So it can only do that on the ground, obviously, with engines stopped. So that's pretty realistic then. Cool. Anyways, yeah, not to worry.
Traffic.
We'll still go with that.
It's going to be taxiing the 2 ways via inner India. Alpha and Alpha 1 for 28 Swiss traffic. Zurich traffic.
Zurich traffic, speedboat 71 Bravo taxiing to runway 16 in Zurich.
Zurich traffic Swiss 2252 pushing my gate Alpha 4.
I'm not gonna lie, the performance is... I don't know what happened. I think maybe the orthos were the culprit. But performance is really nice. Very pleased with that. And that's not even with any optimization yet. Hey Louis, guten Abend. How long is the usual allowed block time? What do you mean, duty time or... So I've got to be careful. This will be leading me to the runway. Gonna go to the right here. Much smoother. Love it. Ghost, yeah, I feel the pressure. So gonna ignore the tire pressure. And then already going to put the TCAS to on, so that way we can see traffic on final. So there's somebody landing on 14 and we'll be departing 16. Yeah, so forward, still, everything should be fine for Thursday afternoon then, I guess. Or did you say you prefer, actually, no, disregard. I have my sim mission goes, I'm gonna have a look. My sim mission goes until, let me just check. My sim mission goes until 3 in the afternoon. Debriefing maybe 4. So Thursday, late afternoon, forward if you want, or Friday morning then. I mean, not early morning, but Alright, so now the cabin hasn't automatically, I'm used to that. Airplane doors.
252 taxiing to runway 28 Foxtrot Alpha.
Right, doors are auto.
Traffic Swiss 76 departing 28. Zurich traffic.
And then we should be able to get cabin ready. And then let's do the before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff checklist complete. Checklist complete. Gonna use terrain mode. Traffic is on.
Traffic Swiss 24 Charlie lining up runway 28 in Zurich. Zurich traffic advice to Mike Heavy runway 14 vacated.
Yeah, taxi physics are nice. I agree. Yeah. So here's the threshold, runway 16. There we go. Echo 2 full length. James, oops, sorry. How long between boarding and off the block? Just wondering because I'm trying to make my commercial flights more realistic. Oh, okay. So normally, I mean, I would say maybe 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, depends on short range, long range. Oh, nice, says Ted. You're flying along. Cool. So you are Speedbird 707. Nice. At the moment, it's just a -9 regarding the 787 that I'm flying. Zurich traffic, Speedbird 71 Bravo lining up on runway 16. We'll wait for the departing traffic out of 28 in Zurich.
Zurich traffic, Swiss 736 departed 2 weeks, passing 4,200 now. Traffic.
Okay, so approach sector is clear. Cabin crew, prepare for departure.
Swiss 24 Charlie, you're taking off runway 28 in Zurich.
And now there's you have the long overshoot here before we kick in the rudder and the nose gear steering to get the aircraft aligned. Well, maybe it was a bit too much. Cool. Quick recap. We're going to go straight ahead, 2,000 feet left, while the waypoint's climbing 5,000 initially. Let's have a look at tower view here. So here we are. There's one traffic departing, and no one else departing out of 28. Not sure which departure route he's taking. So if he's taking this way out and then circling back over the field, we're going to give him a bit of...
traffic advice to Mike taxiing to stand Alpha 101 via Kilo.
The input for rotation is close to what I see on just planes. Very minimal. Okay, interesting. We'll see.
Traffic, Speedbird 707.
There he is, Sir Ted Barker, in the house. Let's do above here.
Zurich traffic, Swiss 24 Charlie, clear of runway 28 at 3,700 feet.
That's appreciated. Thank you. Speedbet 7-1 Bravo departing 16 in Zurich. Next page there. All right, let's go. There we go, thrust ref. Nice.
And otherwise to Mike to Swiss 225 is about
Thrust set.
I didn't hold it until I was on the runway. Yeah, it was a bit close.
80 knots already passed, 110 now. Really fast acceleration there. V1, rotate. Right, gear up. Yeah, that V2 speed is definitely a bit low. If I look at the markers there, so let's do that at 155 or something. But now she's climbing. Oh man, thrust ref, VNAV speed.
The traffic hearing 6 to Juliet, taking off from the 28.
Nice.
50 to 52 lining up behind departing traffic at 2.
LNAV. I just realized it does have VNAV now. It just has an issue with the LNAV depiction here on the prime flight display. But VNAV didn't engage. That's new then. Flaps 1. Flaps 1. Cancelling tire pressure. The roar is nice. Yeah, I like it. Reaching 5,000. Let's continue climb 100. Yeah, Elias, we're going to try a couple of failures during the flight because we can't reset them here, so it should be fine. All right, standard.
Traffic 60 to 50 taking off from wire 28, select traffic.
Oh, 7,000 transition, not 5,000. But there we go. So standard should be amber. Yeah, standard is set. Here comes flaps up. I'm surprised. It does give VNAV speeds as well. Interesting. 250 knots. Fantastic. Good. Let's read the checklist. Let me get nose lights. That's fine. And then we're going to read the after takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist complete.
Sure, traffic speedbird 707.
So one thing is, if you go through checklist, right, in the 777, it does sense the state of certain switches and buttons, right, and levers. So what you do with the after takeoff, you don't read the items that are already ticked off, right? So gears up and the flaps are up. These are ticked off automatically by the system, and that's why you get that. You know, if everything's ticked off, you get that checklist complete symbol down here. And that's why you just read after takeoff, right? Everything's ticked, and they say after takeoff, checklist complete. And that's it. You don't read these items.
Traffic 347 taking up runway 28.
There's traffic there. I don't know why I'm not getting TCAS there. Oh, I know why. No, hang on. I did have TCAS active. That's confusing. Right, let's continue climb level 200. Thrust ref, enough speed 200. Why am I not seeing other traffic on TCAS? Above. TCAS is on. That's on TARA. Normal source. Above here as well. Maybe not implemented yet. I don't know. Right, so above 10,000 feet, let's get the landing lights off. Seatbelts go to auto. And there we go. And we're on our way. Hey, Pilot 19, how are you? Hey Igor, yeah, I know. Yeah, it just lost that first left turn leg on. Oh, there we go. Now I've got TCAS. He's steady at 20,000, which means I'm going to level off at 18,000. And again, I'm really happy with the performance. I mean, I was complaining a lot about XP12 performance on my system, but at the moment with the FlightFactor, very nice FPS, capped at 60 with VSync, so it could be a lot higher actually. Yes, Franz, normally, you're right. Normally, although no, 9,900, I think it is, Franz, not 9,500. 9,900 and minus 2,000 if you're on above, I think. And then... but I would have to check that, those numbers sometimes. Yeah, so my refresh rate on the monitor is 120 Hertz, but I'm using half VSync through the NVIDIA panel. Hey, Cactus! Yeah, I loved it. I love it. Yeah, it's nice. So, I think in... so I know I've been making promises for a long time now regarding shared flight and X-Plane 12. But I just wanted to make sure that X-Plane 12 is running nicely. And then, yeah, if it remains nice and stable, then I am going to consider doing some shared flights. And it told us, at least. It depends, Nicolas. So, some people are happy with G-Sync. For me personally, I've always been more or happier with VSync. That seems to be, for me, more reliable. Because G-Sync, I don't know, sometimes G-Sync works and sometimes it doesn't. And I don't know why, you know, sometimes it just quits working. Now, we did file 380, so I'm going to go all the way up to 380 now. So we have thrust ref, enough speed. Just going to put a little bit of dome light on now for the cruise flight. Cactus, you're currently en route from Los Angeles to Melbourne, right? Yeah, Melbourne. Wow, another 12 to 13 to go. That's a long flight. What aircraft? 777 as well? Well, that's a long flight. GG's. Man. beautiful. Yeah, so Nicolas, the thing is that you would have to try that out for yourself, because you know every setup is different. So try both. Try G-Sync and try V-Sync. 777 as well, Cactus. Nice. United 98. Cool. Very nice. Yeah, have a good. I hope everything runs smoothly and you land beautifully after such a long time. Do you like Boeing or Airbus more? So it's one of those discussions which sometimes can be unfair, right? So, or let's say some pilots like myself will be a little bit biased, and of course I'm biased towards Boeing because I've flown the 737 classics, I've flown the 747, and now I fly the 787, and personally, I've always loved the Boeing aircraft. So the 737 was fantastic. The jumbo, the 747 was even better. And now the 787, I have to say, even though I was a bit skeptical if I made the right choice at the beginning, but I now have to say best choice ever. The 787 to fly on long range is just an absolutely beautiful aircraft. Really, really, really nice to fly. So for me, Airbus have always been a little bit ahead regarding ergonomics. So Airbus aircraft are more advanced in that regard compared to, although I mean Boeing is catching up. So the 787 and the 777, the cockpits are very quiet, or at least let's say the 787 cockpit is very quiet. But of course you still have the yoke, right? So it's never going to reach that kind of comfort level compared to an Airbus flight deck. So ergonomically, regarding the flight deck, Airbus, in my opinion, leads the way. But you know, hand flying, Boeing has it 100%. Yeah, Ghost. I mean, it's different when you talk to flight simulation, right? And so unless you're like a like a nerd like me, and you know you buy a force feedback yoke, then yeah, you're always going to struggle with trim settings in these flight sims because you don't have that feedback. No, I've not flown on a 350 yet. I will do that though. I'm sure when I retire, holiday trip somewhere, I'm going to try out the A350 for sure, yeah, as a passenger. Yeah, so Nicolas, exactly what Edis Adonis wrote. You can set. So let me just get my NVIDIA control panel up, and I'll show you the. So if you go to Manage 3D Settings, and then go to Program Settings, you're going to have to choose your X-plane program, and then you scroll down. And, oh, that's interesting. Am I limiting that somewhere else? So here you have, let me just have a look here. So you would go, why is that changed? So you have to go to Fixed Refresh, that's why. So monitor Fixed Refresh, and then under Vertical Sync, you can choose half refresh rate. I'm not sure why it doesn't give you quarter here. It does do that in Microsoft, right? It does that at least 33% or something. Yeah, I'll do that later because right now it's quite nice. That's just about. Yeah, maybe I've done that through the NVIDIA app. There's a new NVIDIA app. Maybe I've set the V-Sync through that or something. I don't know. Hey, Giftwerk. Yes, I do get some discount as a retiree, yeah. Hey, Travis. Thank you so much. How are you? Cactus, you done Heathrow Phoenix 2-3 years back when you had the 747s on that route. Nice. Yeah, so for passengers, in my opinion, for the passengers, I think the A380 is one of the most comfortable aircraft to fly on. Although, I am getting a lot of feedback from passengers when they fly with me on the 787 that they found the flight really relaxing and really nice. So nice and quiet, lower cabin altitude. So while the check the temperatures here. That's all right. Yeah, here's the cabin. So you can see the cabin altitude here is already at 7,900 feet. On the 787, it rarely goes above 6,000 feet cabin altitude. That's 2,000 feet lower. So your oxygen saturation normally would be better at 6,000 feet. And I think that's why people on the 787 don't get tired as quickly. Or feel more refreshed when they land. Hey, Super Grumpy. Yes, I have lossless scaling on standby, but it's not active at the moment. So I have it on standby here just in case my FPS would drop way below 60. But right now, it's behaving really nicely. I'm gonna be interested to see how it runs when we approach Heathrow. That's true. Yeah, there's a humidity. They call it humidifier on the 787. That's correct. Yeah, Cactus. Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, there's many 787s flying along these days, aren't there? And Ghost says they found the 777 very dry. Yeah, I mean the 747 is the same, right? James, no. Normally, James, when we fly deadheads, we normally get seated near emergency exits. Or in the emergency exit rows. And we don't have to, but usually we would be planned that way. Otherwise, we usually get those seats that are available, still free. Even though if you're flying deadhead towards your duty, you are, if you're fully booked. If you're flying home from duty, you're on standby. And yes, I've had situations where I actually got denied boarding because the flight was full and I was only trying to get home from my duty. Yeah, Super Grumpy, that's the thing, right? Lossless scaling uses, correct me if I'm wrong, but lossless scaling, so this uses frame generation, right? So here's, you would use frame generation 3.0 or 4, I don't know what, I think 4 is the latest. You then set some target frame rate as well, and it would normally double because it's ×2 what I've set. Right, so x2 means ×2. So the base FPS, let's say you have 40, it would then do that through scaling. Oh no, hang on, that generates in one intermediate. Yeah, that's 2 times frames, right? 2 frames extra. No, 1 frame extra for each frame you have. So that doubles the FPS really. But the thing with frame generation is that you may have some artifacts, some ghosting maybe sometimes. So that's why if I see that I have enough FPS, I will try to just run it without frame generation. Duxton, I still prefer Microsoft 2020. The simple reason is that Microsoft 2024 still isn't optimized yet. It's not where it should be. Yeah, latency, exactly. Latency gets worse when you do frame generation as well. But normally for flight simming, if you do 2 times, it shouldn't really be a problem. 3, 4 times, yes. Microsoft 2020, Ted. 2020. Again, last time we did a group flight in 2024, I had the problem with the scenery not loading in properly. And the scenery looked really weird. So, yeah. I'm trying to enjoy the VFR flying today with 2020. Yeah, Cactus, and I hope you get a nice seat when you get to fly the 787. Also, yesterday, again, with the abnormals that we practiced, it's just the 787 electronic checklist system is really nicely advanced. So using it is really, really, really helpful. And yeah, the system displays with that, the huge displays you have in the flight deck, it's great. It's really nice. Ben asked if you're deadheading home and ended boarding, are you paid to get back to your base? No. Well, no, it's incorrect. So deadhead is it depends. So if the deadhead flight is less than 4 hours, you get paid for half the flight. If it's more than 4 hours, you get credited the 4 hour, or whatever the flight time in hours is as your duty time. Duty time, right? Not your flying time. So your personal. So you can't put that into your pilot logbook or anything. It's just a duty time. And the thing is that we usually don't get paid by duty. We get paid by block hours. But to make it fair, if you're deadheading, for your company, then you get either half or that time as your paid flight hour. Yeah, of course it differs from company to company. Yeah, I know there's company that actually pay according to your duty time, not the flight time, the duty or the block time, the duty time. Yeah, that happens as well. Yeah. I'm going to put this to normal for the TCAS scanning up and down. Actually, I'll tell you what, no, for emergency descend, we'll put that to below. Another thing, I don't know what it is, guys. Another thing is my PC. Usually, when I'm running XP12, usually I can hear the cooling fans of the GPU. And today, it's really quiet. But there hasn't been an X-Plane update, has there? At least not lately. And then so if I look at the VRAM, it's 11. 60 degrees running at the moment. So nice and relaxed on the GPU. 59 degrees, 60. So that's nice. Good to see. There's been a new beta 3 days ago, Franz. Okay, that's. But normally you get told there's an update, right? Available. If you start X-Plane 12 and you would get an update prompt. Latest betas from last week. Okay. Maybe I did update last week then. But the thing is, so Franz or Super Grumpy, did you hear anything about improvements regarding performance? So FPS performance or multi-threading performance? Look into the shader cache thing. They all build their own, so that option being on is effectively double work. It can only be turned off by the NVIDIA inspector. Okay. Okay, Supergrammer says no, they haven't. Okay, interesting. So maybe behind the scenes they've done something to improve performance and actually didn't communicate that. And at the moment, I'm not using Process Lasso on this computer. So ever since I've got a new PC and so the new CPU, I've not installed Process Lasso. No, Josh, I mean behind the scenes regarding communications. All right, so like they've updated something and forgot to communicate it in their update list. So it's not, the sim is not running anything behind the scenes, no. It was just communications. Ghost says, I had some questions on the 787. Why does the 787 have C1 and C2 hydraulic pumps? Okay, so right. So let's see if we can relate somehow regarding the. Can we pop this screen out? No, unfortunately not. So let's have a look at hydraulics. Right. So, so you can see that it's the same on the or very similar on the 787. So you have your left, center, and right systems, and the left and right systems are mainly running on an engine-driven pump. So whenever the engine is running, that pump, if it's energized, so the valve is open, it will give you rotation and then pressure, right? The screw. Ah, there we go. Okay, cool. Right. So, the 777, for whatever reason, has air-driven demand pumps on top of that. Right, so normally, yeah, so the center system is running on electrics, while mainly the left and right system is on engine-driven pump. However, as a backup, or whenever you have high demand, and via logic, the demand pump may kick in, and it will definitely kick in. So let's say we lose the left engine-driven pump. You see the demand pump kicks in. There's a little bit of a lag or time delay, right? But it does what it does, what it should, right? So it's a backup pump so that you don't lose hydraulic pressure, right? If you have the engine-driven pump running again, then the demand pump switches off. Now you can manually switch that to on as well and have it run all the time. You can do that by procedure if that's required. And the same goes on for the center, but it has two electric pumps. Right, so the center system covers most of the main hydraulic users, like the nose gear, the flaps, the slats, flight controls, some spoilers, steering of the main gear, etc., etc. Right, so nose gear steering and main gear steering here. Flaps, alternate reserve brakes, everything. So the center system is the most important one, and that's why you have two electric pumps running. As soon as you put that to on, they are running, and then depending on the flight phase, so be it with takeoff power set, you usually have one of those running until you have, I don't know, 2,000 feet, or you have certain gear and flaps up, whatever the logic is behind that, and during landing as well, and then yeah, those will kick in just as a backup, because if something fails from the electric pump or the main pumps or the engine pumps, you saw that it just takes a while to kick in, and you don't want to have any of this pressure kind of fluctuations on short approach. Yeah. So the demand pumps, they will run during critical phases of the flight. Correct. So if you lose both, of course, then if you lose both pumps, you will lose that system. Hey, Hilo Shalom. Right, and then of course you will get a failure of the, let's say you lose the engine-driven pump and the demand pump, then you're going to lose the pressure. The same thing goes if you lose all of the fluid, which normally wouldn't happen because you have different standby level or pipe levels, depending on the users. Normally, you shouldn't lose all of the fluid, but if you should lose all of the hydraulic fluid, then of course the pump will run dry, and then eventually you lose the pressure as well. However, just like on Airbus, Boeing also has a very interesting and very neat kind of distribution regarding the systems throughout its hydraulic network. And so, you know, you're only going to lose partial flight controls or partial reversers. And then even let's say you lose the center system, right? So the center system obviously being the biggest system and the most important system, because it provides power for the nose gear, for this main gear, for the flaps, brakes, etc. You still have some functions regarding the extension. So you have a manual gear extension, alternate gear extension here. Same thing on the 787. Switch for gear down. And you would also have a alternate flap extension. It's the same position on the 787. Right, you can arm that, and then you can have manual flaps extension, and that will then extend electrically. So alternate uses electric motors to extend and retract the flaps. The only thing is that this takes a lot longer to extend and retract the flaps, and that's why normally you would only do a flap 20 landing with alternate flaps. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, sure, you know, you're gonna be on auto or reserve brakes, i.e. acupressure brakes. But again, you know, you're gonna have longer landing distance requirements, yes, but you're still gonna be able to land the aircraft in a normal manner and stop it in a normal manner. So 777 takes about 12 times longer with the alternate flap extension compared to the normal extension. Okay, nice. Yeah. So what the 787 doesn't have, so the 787 has the C1, C2 electric motors, hydraulic motors, but it doesn't have the air driven, so it doesn't have a backup air driven demand pump, right? It doesn't have that, simply because the 787 is not as big, and some of the things are not running on hydraulics. One thing I have to keep remind myself is the brakes on the 787 are not hydraulically powered, they are electrically powered. Yeah, it's something you know, that then requires less hydraulic power or hydraulic systems. Also, another difference, key difference to the 777 is that the 787 actually uses 5,000 psi pressure. That is a lot. That is a lot of pressure. So what's the advantage of using higher hydraulic pressure compared to, let's say, 3,000 psi, use 5,000? Well, the diameter of the hydraulic lines can be less, right? Because you need less fluid to then activate these actuators, hydraulic actuators, right? Because the pressure is at 5,000 psi compared to 3,000. If you had a hydraulic, okay, so let's go through that. So if you go checklist, you can go to non-normal menu, you could call up any checklist that you wish. All right, so you can go and normally that will pop up automatically. Now there are what's called unenunciated checklists, and these are checklists like overweight landing, right, or fuel jettison, fuel leak, right, because those things can't be sensed, right? So so now let's have a look at hydraulics. So if we went to, let's say, hydraulic quantity low center, okay. Center hydraulic quantity is low. Nose wheel steering may be slow to react. Excessive force on nose wheel steering till blah blah. So that's all there is, right? There's not much more to that. However, if you lose pressure, so this is the difference. So quantity means you still have a little bit of quantity left over. That's what I said with the different pipe levels, right? So if you then say you're going to lose the center pressure, now that's a bigger list, obviously, right? So if you lose the everything, the whole quantity level, or some other problem with the pumps, and you're losing the hydraulic pressure system C, then you can see there's a lot of stuff you have to do, right? So you plan for a flap 20, VRF 20 landing. And then you have, of course, the flaps primary fail, so you have to extend the alter gear with the switch here. Don't know why that's ticked. That's actually worrisome. That shouldn't be ticked as down, but anyways. Yeah. So then says due to slower flap slap operation in secondary rope mode. Oh, that's interesting though. Hang on. That's interesting. So what you have three modes on the regarding flaps and slats. So you have the primary, you have secondary, and you have the alternate. So normally, if you have a problem, let's say with the control system of the flaps. So kind of a more electronic problem, then it still may work in secondary mode. And then you can still use the flap lever to operate the flaps in secondary mode. But I'm surprised that with the hydraulic pressure center, you can actually use that. I would expect the alternate extension to be needed. Now, there's some things that are worse, obviously. You can lose two hydraulic systems, let's say. So if you go and have a look here at hydraulics, pressure, let's do left and center. Then the list gets even longer, right? And yeah, you're going to lose a lot more spoilers, you're going to lose a lot more actuators. Speed brakes, effectors introduced, obviously, then flaps, slats. But it still goes in secondary mode. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm wondering, how come... How come it still runs in secondary mode with that? That's fascinating. So I'm just reading through the 787 hydraulic system C INOP. Oh, I'm wrong, actually. Disregard. You see? Good thing I'm reading that. So the logic, that's interesting. So the logic says that if you lose the hydraulic pressure system for the center, let's say, it automatically switches to the electric system. And the cool thing is that you can still use the flap lever for that. So it's quite a normal kind of, you know, handling in this regard, but it uses electric motors. So that's why they do still take a lot longer to get into position, and you will still only do a flat 20 landing. But that way you can at least use the flap lever. Now, if you lose, let's say, control through the flap lever, so let's say they have a mechanical issue with the flap lever, then you can use the alternate flaps. And yes, and that then drives both at the same time, flaps and slats. Yeah, but the cool thing again is that system. So let me just see. Can we go through something? Can we try hydraulic pressure left? Yeah, let's try. Let's do that. Okay, we can reset that, and it shouldn't really be a problem. Famous last words. Shouldn't be a problem. So let's go airplane failure control. We're going to go have a look at hydraulic failures. You can also search by typing it in, but let me have a look at quantity. Thing is, if I do a leak, it may not leak completely. All right, let's try that. So we're going to do a left system leak. Oops. Right, let's do that. So let's watch that. So now it should be leaking out very slowly. We can monitor that. There it goes. It's going to take a while. The thing is that I have a feeling, because I've done that failure, I think at the PNG some time ago, and it didn't completely leak everything, so the pressure wouldn't drop. Dominic, if you have a look at the airfields, so there are some runways that are very short, Dominic. So we have for the group flight, I think one field is 400 meters. Hey, Quantasim pilot, good day, greetings. How's the weather for you guys down under? For you guys, it's autumn right now, isn't it? I love that. So we had someone calling in from Costa Rica. We got people from Canada, US here in the stream, also now from Australia. Qantas says it's warm down there, so nice. GG's. Yeah, it's freezing cold here. We're going to have, so right now, currently we have an outside temperature outside my house of -2 degrees, and tonight is going to get -8. Yeah, I can't wait. And India as well. Some people from India watching, very nice. Yeah, I really hope for spring. That is definitely needed. So you can see it's slowly leaking out. I mean, we still have a bit of flight time available, so shouldn't be a problem. Let's have a look. Remba is coming up. Do we have an option to check Remba here? FPS at them. Oh, that's because I have that screen open, that's why. I think if I close that screen, it should be better again. Oh, not that much. That's weird. Anyways. So let's have a look. I was going to have a look at the fuel check. So Remba. Do we have that? Oh, it didn't. It didn't use the. I'm so used to the 777 taking the time automatically. It didn't do that. And it doesn't have Remba on the list to check. We've got Brussels though. Bravo, Uniform Bravo. So we'll check the fuel there. So 8.8 plus the extra of 2.5 or 2.4. So 11.2 is what we're supposed to have at Brussels. Yeah, it looks pretty good. We currently have 12.2, so that seems to be nice. And you flown into Heathrow this morning as Qantas 1. Nice. Did you non-stop flight? By any chance, Qantas? Just wondering. Yeah, Ghost, my pleasure. Jalent asks, do you pilots sometimes flash landing lights? Yes, we sometimes do. So somebody opposite, we could do this.
Traffic.
TCAS, I have control. Ja, but he's at 370. Opposite, no factor. Hey, Senchai, wie geht's dir? Good Abend. Plus 20 degrees in Phoenix. Oh, that's nice. That's beautiful. 20 degrees is really nice. And also Robin from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Nice. And Dominic lives in Aachen. Beautiful city as well. Minus 5 degrees there. The PA-24? Yeah, I think that should be okay, Dominic, yeah. I'm taking the Diamond 40, so should be fine. Sydney to Singapore for 1 hour refuel. Wow, okay. How long was that flight, though? So Sydney, Singapore, that's what, how many hours? 6 hours? 7 hours? So now we're already seeing hydraulic level left low. 8 hours. No, Voyager. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, Winky. Yeah, you like it? Yeah, me too. Great little aircraft. Yeah. And then another 14.5 hours from Singapore to London. Jeez, that's such a long time. Do they still have that flight? The 787 flight from non-stop from Sydney to Heathrow? Or did they scrap that? Long haul Sylvester Eve stream. Oh, Perth. Okay, you're right, Ghost. Yeah, that's right. Perth. Yeah, you're correct. It's Perth, correct? Yeah. Cupinato, hello. So let's see. Yeah, and people are always wondering, wow, what if you lose a hydraulic system or, well, electrics. I mean, even electrics, they're so cleverly constructed these days. You hardly have any bigger issues. Those things can be easily handled. Also, flight control stuff. You have so many means of actually controlling the aircraft, right? So let's say your ailerons would fail. You have roll spoilers to bank the aircraft. Oh, there was a research flight from London to Sydney. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. So for the 787, as an example, flying fast, the ailerons are locked out actually. So the 787 actually flies when they're at higher speed. It actually flies with the roll spoilers only. Shatter, yes, I did. The thing is, though, again, normally you have like, you know, whatever the users are, you have, you know, if you, let's say you have your reservoir, the pipes leading out of that reservoir have different levels, and normally the feed line for the system is usually at the very bottom of that quantity. So if let's say there is a line leak in the leak towards the reverser or towards the flight control somewhere, right, leaking out this side, it usually wouldn't lead to a complete loss of hydraulic system fluid. So only a leak directly at the reservoir, so let's say the bottom of the reservoir, you would lose all the quantity. And as long as you always have a little bit of fluid left, right, you would still have the ability to pressurize your systems. I was just about to say, Essential, what's that mean? Code word, November 705 Golf Tango. Wrong keyboard, lol, okay. Yeah, there we go. Now we have officially the caution. Hydraulic quantity low. I'm surprised I don't get a little caution available with that. Or beep with that. Now you can see the demand pump. Oh, now we got it. Okay, so now you can see we're losing hydraulic pressure. And now also you can see that we're getting these caution messages, all right, including advisories. So now we have the message. First one that we got was hydraulic pressure system left, and now you have follow-up issues, right? So you can see the demand pump is running dry, the engine-driven pump is running dry.
Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin?
And as a secondary kind of failure, you have flight controls. And this is quite nice. I can just, hey buddy, wie geht's dir?
There is also another reason why the hydraulics fail a buddy who secretly works in the cargo bay to get the plane to fly inverted.
There we go. Buddy, vielen Dank. Ich hoffe, dir geht's gut. 91 months. Absolutely amazing, buddy. Thank you so much. And I hope you're doing well. No way. Just hearing that, apparently there's a CRJ crash in Toronto? No way. I hope not. MT Cross says that as well. Delta on its roof. Oh, man, what's happening these days? Okay, Sunshine, no problem. Wow. What a terrible start to the new year, man. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll monitor that, what's happening there in Toronto. For now, let me just have a look here again at the checklist. So we have the rectangle tells us that there's a checklist available for that. So here, for example, the hydraulic quantity low level, there's no checklist for that. It's just a message, alert message for us. 80 miles, thanks for the heads up. Yeah, we're good to do that quickly. So just for demonstrations, the thing is though, we have two checklists available here for the flight. We have a flight control and a hydraulic pressure. So if I go to checklist, it would ask us, it would give us the two checklists here. It would ask us which one we would like to take. Now, it's one of those things here in the Boeing aircraft where we, the pilots, would have to choose which one we prioritize. Right, so logic says to me, hydraulic pressure means that we're going to lose some flight controls. So that is probably then a follow-up issue from the hydraulic pressure. Right, so we're going to start with the hydraulic pressure system left. So if you press checklist, that's already popped up. So the first thing to do, it says, let's go back to hydraulic page. Ah, can't do that. Hang on, disregard. It's going to show the synoptic, but it doesn't do that. Okay, so it tells us that we should put the left electric demand pump selector on. Now, it doesn't make sense because we know that there's no fluid available anymore, right? So that's nonsense really, but we do it according to checklist. Does the hydraulic pressure system message blank? No, it does not. So no. Then logic says we should put the left primary pump off and the left elec demand off. And you see, it senses that automatically, that you switch those things off. All right. So it then says, well, what we would read the condition, right? So condition was the left hydraulic system pressure is low. Note, the left thrust reverser is inoperative. Roll rate may be reduced in flight. Speed brake effectiveness may be reduced in flight and during landing. And that's because of the follow-up issues we have due to the fact that the left system uses or pressurized the left reverser and some spoilers. That's why we have that issue then, right? And it says, do not accomplish the following checklist, spoilers. All right, and now it says checklist complete. Even though there would be a second page of items, we don't do that. It says checklist complete. The thing is, those are items for other conditions, all right? Well, actually, this time it's not, but there could be some other items there that we don't have to do. So as soon as we have checklist complete, that's it. We can say hydraulic pressure left or system left, checklist complete. And then we look at the rest of the checklist. So if I go again with checklist, it will then most likely pop up the flight controls checklist. And since it does have a rectangle, we still go through that. We still accomplish that checklist. So normally the logic would have that was completed. So we're going to overwrite that. That would not normally pop up again, right? So that's still the beta, so that's why and I'm not sure why the center system, is that because we've played around with that? Yeah, probably. I think because we've played around, there we go, that's it. Yeah, we played around earlier and I hadn't overridden the checklist yet, so that's why. Okay, that's fine, that's correct. So now it shows us two checklists that are available, right? We have the flight controls checklist and with the engine reverser left checklist. I think the flight controls is a bit higher in the list, so we'll take the flight controls. It says, condition, one or more of these occur, two or more flight control surfaces are inoperative. Other faults in the flight control systems are detected. So the handling qualities are degraded, pitch and roll control capability is reduced with fewer operating control surfaces, and then plan to land at the nearest suitable airport. Now that's interesting. All right, so it tells us already, dear pilot, it may be a good idea to land at the nearest suitable airport. All right, and then it will be ground proximity flap override switch override. And then checklist complete except deferred items. What does that mean? Well, there are items that are then accomplished during the descent or the approach phase. All right. So here we have some more notes. Use flaps 20, rear 30 plus 20 for landing, so on. And then don't use the checklist spoilers. And then deferred items later on for the descent, landing data, VREF 20. Right, so we should take 30 plus 20. And then minimums. And then also later for the landing checklist, it's going to be flaps 20. Right, and those lists will be integrated into the normal checklist then. Yeah, thank you much. Here's top percent. Thank you much, guys. Appreciate your input. Going to start down level 200. So we got VNAV path 200. Thank you. So now that we've done the checklist, you can see that rectangle disappears. All right, so now let's do the checklist for the reverser. And it's just a note, a fault occurs in thrust reverser system, so the left system is inop for landing. Checklist complete. And there we go. Now we don't have any more checklists available. So we're going to cancel that. And that's it. And that will be the procedure completed. Right, let me just fix that quickly. Put that back on. I wish we could do that in flight. That would be cool. Right. Now, don't tell me I can't refill the quantity in flight. Oh. Yeah, not refilled, yeah. And the thing is that you can only refill that on the ground, I'm afraid. So much for absolute realism. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right. Well, in that case, we're going to land with the left hydraulic system in up. Still kaputt. Yes, it is kaputt. Now, luckily, we only chose the left system. So apart from some of the flight controls, and you can see that here nicely, which spoilers are inoperative. Right. So, but flight control is still normal. And yeah, we got the flaps, we got the slats normal, the right reverser we have. So the penalties for landing distance are also not that huge. So let's turn those things off again. Yeah, I'm very happy, very lucky I did the center. That's intuition, I think. So let's have a look. Do we have London Heathrow 8ers? Echo Golf Lima Lima? No, we don't. So Heathrow is completely sleeping today. Yeah, all right. Bit unlucky, but there we go. That's just the way it is. So we have and we don't have any en route centers either. That's interesting. Okay. Sleep row. Not Heathrow, sleep row. Then let's have a look for the chart. So we're going to do the arrival. That was the Logan 2 hotel arrival. So we'll use that one, initial approach, and Logan 2 hotel. There it is. And then we're going to fly the ILS 09 left. So there we go. That's the 2 hotel, and we're inbound to Logan already. So gonna have the data there. For descent, VNAV should give us some more information regarding descent. Forecast, transition level, probably 06, that's so 070. Interesting format. Invalid entry. Is it 7,000 then? There you go. A little 70, fantastic. Oh, some center came online today, just now. Okay, hang on, let's just check. Echo. That's Scottish though. That's further up north. Oh no, you're right. London North approach. 19730. Yeah, thanks for the heads up. 19730. Cool. Let me just check what he's responsible for.
Approach speedbird 35 kilo. We will be passing land at 7,000.
So 35 kilo, continue on present heading, speed 220 knots, landing runway 09 left.
Ah, there we go.
We'll expect 09 left, maintain present heading, and what was the speeds?
220.
220, speedbird 35 kilo.
Shutdown for runway 09 right. Shut 2 Alpha, score 4477, hold position. 4477, shut 2 Alpha. And approach speedbird 5 Hotel Lima, you're heading 316, 7000. Stand by, so speedbird 5 Lima Romeo, turn left 260 degrees, speed 220 knots.
So the ATIS.
Left 10, 260 degrees.
Guys, if ATC is too loud, let me know.
636 Alpha, landed 09 left, score 6703, descend flight level 80. Score 6.
Yeah, that's director. So we have to, we don't call him just yet. Volume is good, thank you.
80.
So 9 left for landing.
Break speedbird 97 Delta Victor to Heathrow.
100
97 Delta Victor with you.
degrees,
180
8
degrees,
knots.
2,000 feet.
Temperature chilly, 1 degrees. KNH is 1023.
Hello, descent for 70, landing 9 left.
TCAS, I have control.
Heathrow, just let Victor 518, AC20 clearance please to Edinburgh. Yeah, just working for him, just stand by for PDC. Okay. It's alphabetical order, so you're actually not last. Give us colours.
So weight, landing weight will be around about 197.
Shot 2 Alpha, the surface wind 100 degrees, 8 knots, runway 09 right.
We'll take 5 knot additional. Right, although, hang on, let's just go through the notes. So let me just go through the notes.
Foxtrot, clear the land, the wind 100 degrees, 8 knots.
So use flaps 20 and VREF 30 plus 20 for landing. So we take 30 plus 20, so 154.
Speed of 35 kilo, just hold at that position. You've still got 30 miles, 35 miles to run. It'll be a descent at about 15 miles.
And that means we're going to add 20 knots on it for calculation. We're going to take 1 in-op, so 1 reverse working, flaps 30, just in case we need engine materials. Brakes, we'll try 3, want to vacate quickly in Heathrow. And for that we need about 2,200 meters.
2790, hello, score 62, correction 6723, descend flight level 90, speed 250 knots. Flight level 90, speed 250, squawk 62934279. Great, speedbird 97 Delta Victor, left turn 110 degrees, you're clear for the ILS approach 09 left, descend with the glide.
ILS approach 09 left, descend with the glide, speedbird 97 Delta Victor.
Speedbird 5 Hotel Lima Romeo, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1023. Delta 5,000, QNH 1023, speedbird 5 Hotel Lima Romeo. Shuttle 2 Alpha, maintain 6,000 on reaching, high speed approved. 6,000 out, high speed approved, Shuttle Alpha.
Right.
So,
now the thing is though, we're going to have some speed restrictions here. So Sabre 160, let's have a look. There we go. So I'm just watching VNAV, because VNAV wasn't working for a long time here in the FlightFactor. So just watching that now. So let's go 160, VNAV path, and we should be at Sabre level, 15 miles. So let's see if that works here in the FlightFactor. So, yeah, for the nodes, nose steering maybe, no, that's disregard. We don't have center problems. Disregard that. So it's just a left reverser. And flaps are going to be a little bit slower. No, it's not. Disregard. I'm not. No, it's just. It's just for the improved airplane maneuvering because of the spoilers that are missing. So we have normal flap extension. Normal flap extension. So normal speed of the flap extension. It's just that we have to fly a bit faster to improve the roll handling, really. No, Ghost. Apparently, apparently there was an accident at Toronto at the moment.
Speedbird 5 Hotel Lima Romeo descent to altitude 3,000 feet.
You can see the fire trucks on flight radar. I imagine that was then on landing, because there was pretty bad weather at Toronto yesterday. Man, it's busy here. Jeez. Yeah, so Toronto currently 220, so it's 270, 20 gust 32, blowing snow, -8. And it says accident report.
I don't know what's going on with all of you, but you've got absolutely zero separation. So 5 Papa Golf, 5 Papa Kilo, descent flight at 80, enter the hold at Lambo.
Oh, okay, so we're going to start slowing down here.
Heathrow director, Swiss 24 Charlie. Swiss 24 Charlie, hello, descent flight level 90.
He's 4 aircraft there, oh my god.
Swiss 2 for Charlie.
Director, hello, Speedbird 7-1 Bravo.
Alpha descending flight level 16 overhead saver. Speedbird 779 Charlie, hello, descent flight level 110, enter the hold at Lambourne, delayed 5 minutes. Descent flight level 110, hold Lambourne, and we're speed 290 to stay fast behind the one behind us. You've got absolutely no separation between any of you, so just maintain visual separation and hopefully we'll sort it out in the stacks. You've all got about 2.5 miles. Cheers. Speedbird 718 Bravo, hello to you. Squawk, stand by. Shutdown, present.
He's probably regretting already that he came online.
Shuttle 1 Juliet, continue on present heading, speed 220 knots. Present heading 220 knots, Shuttle 1 Juliet. Speedbird 5 Lima Romeo to right 360 degrees. Right turn 360 degrees, Speedbird 5 Hotel Lima Romeo. Zurich 7, flight level 160.
I don't know why I have that sound.
Yeah, Shuttle 2 Alpha, I couldn't get in because of the open mic. Climb Alpha 140.
Yeah, that was Shuttle 2 Golf, yeah.
140 Unicom, see under the great day. Bye-bye, Speedbird 779 Charlie, speed 220 knots, stop descent 140. Stop at, pass it again, 220 knots, stop at 13. 130, correct. Right, so stop at 13, 220 knots with 779 Charlie. Speedbird 71 Bravo, score 3070, descend flight level 160, speed 220 knots.
3070, speed 220 knots, and say again, descend to which level? Speedbird 7 Bravo.
160.
Okay, maintaining 160, speed 220, and the squawk's on Speedbird 7-1 Bravo.
Speedbird 5 Hotel, Lima Romeo, right turn 0.
So, 3070, 160, speed 220. There we go.
Speedbird 5 Hotel, Lima Romeo. Speedbird 711, you with me? Speedbird 711, go ahead.
It's, yes, suddenly it got busy. Okay, anyways. So we checked the nodes. Let's do one recall check. So we have flight control, hydraulic pressure system left, reverser left, quality low left, tire pressure. All checked. We did the checklist for that, so that's fine. Right, descent items with Autobic 3 on flaps 30. So we've done that already, plus 20 knots for handling. And then we have the
Shuttle 1 Juliet, right turn 260 degrees. 260, Shuttle 1 Juliet. 2 Jet 709, speed.
Then we have the ILS, 9 left, minimum 280. Jesus.
Shuttle
Someone has an open mic.
777 Charlie, start of duty speed
Jesus.
down to 10 knots. Yeah, we're gonna come back on the speed now for you, so 777 Charlie. Thank you, Swiss 36 Alpha, speed 180 knots, descend 4000, QNH 1023.
180 knots, descend 4000, QNH 1036 Alpha.
Speedbird 79 Delta, Victor, right turn on Alpha, stand 511, good evening.
Oh, that's annoying.
Speedbird 79 Delta, Victor, right turn on Alpha, stand 511.
Right turn on Alpha, stand 511, Speedbird 90 Delta.
Speedbird 35 kilo, descend 4000 feet, speed 160.
Good. Okay, so then the minimums are 280.
Swiss 36 Alpha, descend to, yeah, you can descend 4000 now, QNH 1023.
Descend 4000, QNH 1023, Swiss 36 Alpha.
Speedbird 71 Bravo, enter the hold at Lambourne, descend flight level 140.
Descend over 140, entering hold Lambourne, speedbird 71 Bravo.
Speedbird 779, disregard.
So we're going to go vertical speed 140 and entering the hold.
Descend flight 130, enter the hold at Lambourne.
Descend 130, enter the hold at Lambourne, Speedbird 71.
Eurowings 5 Papa King, hold is cancelled, continue present heading, speed 220 knots.
Just to set the minimum there before I forget, to 80 is set, ILS. Right. Now comes the big question. Do we have a hold function in here? Looking alright. So how does the hold look? So the holding should be inbound 263 inbound, and we have left turns. So 263.
You've been open mic for about 15 minutes, mate.
Yeah.
Transmitting. So just check your PTP next time.
Let's see if that works.
Approved, straight push, please.
No, so the thing is, so Berg, the FlightFactor is still in beta.
Straight push, brake, Swiss 36 Alpha, turn left 200 degrees, you said 3000.
So it wouldn't be fair to compare.
Speedbird 5 Hotel Lima, Romeo, clear to land 09.
Okay, Zabi, thanks for the information. So apparently all passengers are safe, accounted for.
Sparrow 3, hello, enter the hold at Bovingdon, delay about 5-10 minutes.
That's also interesting. So the center localizer and center glide slope antenna enough.
Swiss 24 Charlie, descend flight level 80. Descend flight level 80.
I mean, we're receiving it.
Speedbird 779 Charlie, descend flight level 120. Descend flight level 120, Speedbird 779 Charlie.
Looks like a wing has gone and it's on its back. Yeah, we'll see. Look at that.
China, East 552.
Yeah, the other two ahead of me also going into the holding there. Crazy. Everyone's safe? Okay, that would be great.
1 Juliet left to 220 degrees.
That would be great news.
2 Jet 709, descend to 6,000 feet on QNH 1023.
Good, so gonna get radar vectored approach here out of Lambourne, ILS 09 left. Out of 2,500 would be standard, 7.5 miles from the ILS DME. We have a 3-degree profile. Minimum 280, and the missed approach would go straight ahead, passing 1600 or 1580 or 00 miles from the ILS DME, whichever is later. Left on track 036, climb 3,000 feet.
Speedbird 711, descend flight 120.
Descend 120, Speedbird 711.
Swiss 36 Alpha, left turn 0.
So we're entering the holding, very nice.
09 left.
I like it, I like it.
Left 050, cleared, descend 2,000 feet, cleared LS 09 left.
Victoria Cargo 86 Foxtrot, cross 09 right.
Yeah, Heathrow in the background there.
Crossing 09 right, final 0 to cargo, Qatari Cargo 86 Foxtrot.
Virgin 384 Tango, line up away 09 right.
Right 9 right, Virgin 384 Tango.
Shuttle 1 Juliet, speed 160 knots to 4 DME.
So after landing, 09 left, vacate quickly, and then we're going to have a look. Standard taxi routings means
Shuttle Victor straight ahead, hold November Bravo 10.
Yeah, either Alpha or Bravo, and we're probably going to park somewhere at Terminal 5 Bravo, I would imagine.
Shuttle 2 Golf, Roger, right on Alpha, hold November Bravo 10.
Hey, Poutine Flyer.
Roger, we'll come right on Alpha and hold shuttle November 10, Shuttle 2 Golf. Shuttle 1 Juliet, left turn 120 degrees.
So performance right now is good. Right, 60 FPS.
120 degrees, goodbye left, number 4.
Happy with that.
2 Jet 709, speed 160 knots.
The ILS is identified, India Alpha Alpha.
Altitude 3,000 feet. 3,000 feet, down 160 to 4, 2
Correct.
24 Charlie, back to Lambourne, leave Lambourne heading 265. Leave Lambourne heading 265, direct Lambourne, switch 2 for Charlie. Speed at 771 to Tango. Good to see now, present heading speed 250 knots.
Yeah, busy.
And 717 Tango, squawk 2776.
Speedbird 35 kilo, short final, 9 left.
35 kilo, now clear to land, 09 left, the wind 100 degrees 8 knots.
Clear land, 9 left, Speedbird 35 kilo.
2 Jet 709, left turn 180 degrees. Left 180 degrees, Speedbird 5 Hotel Lima Romeo, taxi on Alpha, hold Snapper. Alpha hold Snapper, Speedbird 5 Hotel Lima. Speedbird 777 Charlie, descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1023. 1023 down to 4,000 from 777 Charlie. Eurowings 5 Papa Kilo, descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1023. Descent 4,000, QNH 1023, Eurowings 5 Papa Kilo. Virgin 34, correction, Virgin 384 Tango, clear takeoff 09 right, wind 100 degrees 8 knots. Clear again, 9 right, Virgin 384 Tango Charlie. Tower Jets 709, a left turn 120 degrees, cleared ILS approach 09 left, number 5.
James, which would say is better, long haul?
2 Jet 709, a left turn 110 degrees, cleared ILS
I think it's tough to compare. Now, in what regards, James? I think the 787 is probably a bit more economical.
Stations on the ground at Heathrow that haven't had clearances, stand by for PDC, don't call. Spray brake, speedbird 777 Charlie, left turn heading 230.
So a fuel check. We got 9.3. We did take 30 minutes extra.
160 knots until 4, left heading,
So the lowest we can go is 6.6
almost 230.
at the missed approach point. So looking at the track we have to fly until we reach the runway.
Roger, left on Sierra, hold Sierra 11. Left Sierra, hold Sierra 11.
So that's about 60, 50, 55 miles. So that will take about 15 minutes, I would say. So 15 minutes, if we look at the fuel flow right now. So we have about, let's say 6, so that's 1.5 tons we need. So at 8. No, sorry, 7.9. Let's say 8 tons. I want to leave the holding latest. So we have a couple more minutes in the holding for sure before we have to decide. Hey, Bruno.
Bed 779 Charlie, one more loop and then leave Lambourne heading 265.
That's him up there, I think.
Then leave Lambourne heading 265, Speedbird 779 Charlie. Speedbird 711, descent flight level 9 at 0.
That's good.
Speedbird 777 Charlie, left turn 160 degrees, descent 3,000.
Actually, that's 2 in the hold still.
Eurowings 5 Papa Kilo, flight heading 240 degrees. Flight heading 240 Eurowings 5 Papa Kilo. Swiss for Charlie, speed 220 knots.
I mean, we have at least 15 more minutes available for holding, for sure, so...
Thank you. And a shell 2 already 12 kilo 820 on standby to request push.
Oh, just seen a picture from that Delta. Wow. That's crazy. Man, I'm glad everyone is safe. Hey, LSZH Aviation. Wow, that's incredible.
777 Charlie, left turn 110 degrees, cleared up, let's approach 09 left, number 4. 110 on the left and number 4 for the sequence for 77 Charlie. Correct. Speedbird 717 Tango, descent 5.
Yeah, I think James, the 787 is just a little bit more advanced. So all in all, more efficient, better for the passengers as well regarding comfort. So yeah, Cupinator, this is actually quite a nice representation. Descent flight level 110, speedbird 71 Bravo. This is actually how it is in real life. And he's doing a fantastic job. Yeah, another CRJ, yeah. But we see that a lot of wind at Toronto, blowing snow, apparently, so maybe those are contributing factors, but again, we don't know yet, so gonna have to wait and see.
You just got it now, you clear to land 09 left, 120 degrees 8 knots. Cheers, thank you, clear to land 09 show will be somewhat Juliet. Kilo, we're looking for taxi.
Yeah, they are very good here.
Who's
I
calling
agree.
for taxi? Sorry, so ask me if I Kilo. Yes, you got a cargo, so taxi on Bravo and hold short of the other Kilo.
So he's not just controlling the arriving traffic, departing traffic. He's also giving out clearances via CPDLC or PDC, and he's also controlling the ground. Crazy.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Can new subscribers
Hey,
please make your
Nicotive.
way to the first class cabin?
Hello, hello, how are you?
Snacks
Nice to
and
see you,
premium
as
flight
always, and
entertainment will be served.
thanks for the
Thank you.
92 months.
Hello, hello.
Incredible, Nick. Thank you so much for the amazing 92 months. You're good as good. Oh no. Both at the same time. Oh no. Fill me in, Nick. What happens?
Negative is Bravo Kilo, stand 219. Break your wings, flight Papa Kilo, left turn.
Oh no.
Welcome
Oh, Nick.
aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber
I hope in a positive way.
Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin? Complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Descent level 100, speed at 71 Bravo. Okay. That's good news then, Nick. That is good news. Then we're happy to hear that.
Sparrow 3, fly heading 130 degrees, speed 180 knots. 130, 180 knots, speed Sparrow 3.
Yeah, PG stream. Yeah, we got to be careful what we write or say here, right? Oh dear, oh dear.
Speed at 711, leave Lambourne heading 265. Leave Lambourne heading 265, speed 711.
Oh, so busy.
Maintain 6,000 on reaching, high speed approved. 6,000 reaching, high speed approved. Shuttle A Victor. Shuttle 2 Golf, clear takeoff 09.
So very nice. I'm just seeing the holding pattern being flown by the 777 here from FlightFactor. Very nice.
Stand number? Oh, then I see, yeah, discard, push start approved, face north.
So it's great to see that's working.
2 jet 209, clear to land. 916 heavy. 2 jet 709, clear to land.
Brennan, are you talking about the Toronto accident?
Right, turn right 180 degrees, 3000.
Yeah, some people have to report. I've seen a picture just now. Yeah.
Speed 777 Charlie, clear to land, 39 left.
Yeah, so I'm very happy to hear that everybody's safe. Nobody's injured.
Speed of 717 Tango, left turn 210 degrees, speed 160 knots.
So actually I should have put on the landing lights for the holding. And then let's switch on the seatbelts.
Stand up a 537, we are fully ready for push and start, PTC received. Speed 91 Golf, Roger, push start approved, facing south. Confirm that was for Speedbird 9016, push and start as approved, face to the south. Affirm, brake, Speedbird 5, Lima Romeo, continue on Alpha, standby, Shuttle 1 Kilo, you ready?
Yeah, Nick, if you see the picture, right, you wouldn't assume everyone is safe. But yeah, Nick, I mean, And I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if it takes like half an hour,
Twitch channel subscribers
and then you see the first video.
For new subscribers, please make your way to the first class cabin.
Absolutely, Nick. Absolutely. That part of the wing route, is the strongest part of the aircraft, really. Yeah.
Hope you are doing well. YYZ is right up the road from me. Weather is quite rough around here.
Hey, KBF Aviator, thanks so much for the 8 months. Yes, I just saw the weather report, right? 20 gusting 32 or something. Blowing snow. It's been snowing a lot lately there, so... Yeah. Yeah, but I'm sure it'll all take a few hours for the first video to show up for sure. Everything's being recorded these days. Wow, we got a lot of Speedbird 7. So 711, 711 Tango something, 71 Bravo.
Jet 709, right turn 270 degrees. Right, 270, Shuttle away, Victor, climb now, flight 140, Montana Unicom, bye-bye. 140, Montana Unicom, bye-bye, shuttle away, Victor. Shuttle 2 Golf, remain 6,000, the high speed
8.7, we're getting closer to our decision fuel.
Sparrowhawk 3, turn right 270 degrees. 270, 270, Sparrow. Altalia 207, request taxi. Alitalia 207, left on Sierra, hold Sierra 11. Roger, left on Sierra, hold Sierra 11. Shuttle 1 kilo, clear takeoff 09 right, surface wind 102 degrees 8 knots.
A bit unlucky that we were last in line there.
China Eastern 552, line up white, 29 right. Oh, wait, 9 right, number 2. Speedbird 779 Charlie, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1023.
Yeah.
779 Charlie, descend
And
5,000
Nick, yeah, in the sim it will be that, yeah. Yeah.
Swiss 24 Charlie, starts to reduce your speed to 160 knots, that speed to be maintained.
I wonder what the runway conditions were like.
190 degrees.
You know, if they were really slippery or something.
160 until 4, Swiss 24 Charlie. Doctor Shuttle 12 Hotel, A320 stand 515 for a special start. 12 Hotel's approved facing south.
Elias, I saw one picture, yeah. And that does look scary, yeah.
3 kilo, thank you.
It must have flipped several times.
After the departing British Airways A320, you can cross 09 right. Okay, so we'll make a left on Hotel November 4 Echo once the...
I think, so Maverick, I think hand flying is a bit nicer on the FlightFactor 777. But that's maybe more to do with X-Plane. And yeah, the FlightFactor does offer a lot. So those that are, you know, more into the simulation side regarding system failure simulation, then the FlightFactor will be superior to PMG. However, you have to just realize that the FlightFactor is still in beta, right? This isn't a finished product yet. Descent level 80, left heading 270 degrees, speedbird 71 Bravo. So there we go. Heading, hold is cancelled, fantastic. 270, down 80, so we've got motor speed 80.
Okay, descend flight level 110.
Exit hold, execute.
Speed. Sorry, squawk 277. Was that 7? 2777, correct. Thank you. Speed at 711, speed 180 knots. Speed at 779 Charlie, speed 180 knots.
Okay, so HKK, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way.
Speedbird.
Sorry, oh no, now I have upset you. HKK, I'm so sorry. No.
Speedbird 777 Charlie.
Definitely did a fantastic job on programming the C-Star U flight envelope logic, yeah. Or the flight control logic, sorry.
Once you've crossed, make the right turn on Sierra to cargo. Bye-bye.
So I'll keep that in memory and in mind. Okay, so
Stand by.
it's due to superior flight control simulation here in the FlightFactor.
Speed 717 Tango, you are clear to land 09 left. The surface wind's 100 degrees 8 knots.
Oh, my bad. Oh no, I feel bad now.
Your wings flight public kilo, mate. Okay, okay, gone right. So let's go Alpha left on Echo.
Yeah, so
left on
we
Bravo,
can distinguish that, right? So we know that the environmental influences here in X-Plane 12 are better compared to Microsoft. But yes, of course, you have to realize that 777 is a fly-by-wire aircraft. Right, and for that, yeah, you need to program that in the flight sim as well.
Speedbird 9016, request taxi. Speedbird 9016, right on Bravo, hold.
And I've ruined a beautiful thing, I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh.
Roger, roger on Bravo, hold, holding point November Bravo 11, Speedbird 916. Speedbird 711, descend 6,000 feet, QNH 1.
So HKK, I mean, I'm not sure when you tune in, but one thing I am truly happy with is the FPS performance now. So it's running really nice, really smooth. Very nice indeed.
2Jet709, a right turn 060 degrees, clear dial at 09
Snark, thank you. Appreciate it. Anyways, let's just move on, like, right? There's nothing to see here. All right, so let's just move on. Let's concentrate on the landing. Cool. Let's read a checklist. So let's do the descent checklist. We have recall checked. Notes were checked. Auto brake is 3. Landing data. We have VREF 154. Minimums bar row 280 feet. Approach briefing completed. Descent checklist complete.
Roger. Director Shuttle 120, Captain taxi. Shuttle 120, taxi straight ahead, hold November Bravo 10. Straight ahead, November Bravo 10, Shuttle 120.
I don't know how he does that with
7552,
controlling all that traffic. Incredible.
Italia 207, clear takeoff 09 right, the wind 100 degrees 8 knots. Clear takeoff from 109 right, Italia 207. Sparrow Hall 3, descent 3000. Descent 3000, Pushback.
There's a lot of traffic, yeah, my god. Just watching the VATSIM radar, and that's going to be quite a few track miles still. So 8.2 currently, minimum is 6.6 at the Mr. Push point, 6.6 tons. Bruno, we just played around a bit. I demonstrated hydraulic failure left, or leak left. And what I didn't realize is I can't refill the quantity in flight, apparently. At least I didn't find the menu for that, so...
ready for taxi. Stand by, speedbird 916, line up 109 right.
Coupinator, I think it depends on maybe if you leave the aircraft unattended for too long, then you can lose some pressure in the tires. But on the ground, at least you can refill the tire pressure. Right, so you have a menu here, ground service, maintenance. Right, so on the ground you can do a lot of stuff, right? But not during the flight, as you can't do that in the real aircraft. Yes, Keeson, yeah, we just heard, but yeah, Keeson, but the good news is that everyone is safe apparently, so very happy to hear that. Speedbird 779 to Charlie, left turn heading 110 degrees, clear for the LSZH left, you're number 4.
Right, turning 110 degrees, clear down, 09 left, Zurich 778 Charlie.
Either 57 Foxtrot, stand 557, fully push and start. Spirit 57 Foxtrot, approve face south. Approve face south, Speedbird 57 Foxtrot. Zurich Jet 709, clear to land 09 left, the wind 100 degrees 8 knots. Clear to land 09 279. Speedbird 916, clear takeoff 09 right, the wind 100 degrees 8 knots.
Yeah, so there's Heathrow. You can see the runways. That's the terminal.
Clear 207, climb now, follow 170, minus Unicom 1228, bye-bye. Console 170, minus Unicom 1228, thank you very much.
Oh, really? One critically injured. Okay, John.
Thank you. Just a quick broadcast for everyone. PMs are not being read. CPDLC is not online. Everyone, you're just going to have to be patient. It's very busy.
Yep, and that's an understatement.
China Eastern 552, climb now, fire 150, minus Unicom 1228.
That's 150, call to Eastern 552, quick work.
So, Dirty Barry,
Speedbird 71 Bravo, descend 5,000 feet on QNH 1023.
descent 5,000, QNH 1023, speedbird 71 Bravo. Right.
707, descend flight of 70. Descend flight level 70 on Speedbird 707.
You mean here on the
Speedbird 711, left turn 1.
on the nav display, right? So normally you will always go on heading. So if the controller ATC gives you radar vectors, they give you heading instructions, right? So they compensate for any variation, magnetic variation for you, right? Yeah, and so the track mode is something you'd use for the approach itself. So once you're cleared for the approach, and you have to track a certain radial or certain track on, regarding inbound track towards a station or towards a runway, then you would use the track function.
Shuttle 12 hotel, line up weight 09 right. Line up from weight 09 right, shuttle 12 hotel. Jet 709, make a right turn.
So 5,000 here looks alright.
And then you can go to stand number 333.
So it looks like I'm not sure where he's going. Maybe he's departing. So he seems to go base now in 15 miles. So that should be fine.
Speedbird 71 Bravo, left turn heading 230 degrees.
Heading 230 degrees, speedbird 71 Bravo. So we're going to shortcut a bit, which is nice.
Heading 210 degrees, right turn.
Heading 210 degrees.
Hey, Ghost. Fantastic. See ya. Thank you so much.
Shuttle 12 hotel, clear takeoff 09 right, service winds 100 degrees 8 knots. Clear for takeoff, shuttle 12.
So HKK also wrote, so one of the developers for the FlightFactor 777, so that it has potential to run even faster. So part of the code into C++ and optimize a bit.
Speedbird 71 Bravo, descend 4,000 feet.
Descend 4,000, speedbird 71 Bravo, 4,000. So they're currently using a mix of C++ for the FMS and Lua for the graphics. Okay. Thanks for the background info there. Yeah, Skyfall. He's fantastic.
JetBlue 1620, hello to you. Enter the hold at Ockham. Oscar Charlie Kilo was published. The delay is about 5-10 minutes.
So I'm going to put the final fix with the inbound 089. So it is fine. So extended center line. We've got about plus 3 degrees. Anti-ice is an auto, so we'll leave that in auto as it is.
DC 5643, descend 4,000 feet, QNH 1023.
DC 5643, QNH 1023, descend 4,000 feet.
Oh no. Bruno, okay. Yeah, for realism's sake, yeah, we'll have auto thrust on until landing. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. That will make Mark happy for sure. Yeah.
Delay is about 5 minutes. Descend flight level 90.
Roger, descend level 90 and hold line
Yeah, that's true, Bruno, yeah. I fully agree.
Sparrow 3 is vacated 0.
Thank you. Brakes. Speedbird 779 Charlie. You're clear to land. Wind 100 degrees 8 knots.
778.
Sparrow 3. Make a left turn on Alpha to November 4 Echo on the south side of the airport.
Left on Alpha and November 2 Echo on the south side.
Birmingham 217, you clear takeoff 09 right from November Bravo 8 and the
Alt
surface
speed.
wind is 10 degrees 8 knots.
Birmingham 217, clear takeoff 09 right by November Bravo 8.
Speedbird 55 Hotel, your hold is cancelled. Turn
So
right
13 miles
240
currently.
degrees.
Sector is 2,200, is fine.
Speedbird 55 Hotel, turn right 240 degrees. Thank you.
Time, 10 to 10, that's still good.
To 5,000 feet on QNH 1023.
But Brenold, I think we have to do the engine failure stuff on the next stream then. Because we want to get going on the group flight.
Okay, so descend, give me altitude again. I've got QNH 1023 and right turn 27 degrees.
5,000 feet.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can dim down the dome light just a tad more.
Speedbird 1 Bravo left turn 110 degrees. Descend with a bypass line 9 left, your number 5.
Left heading 110 degrees and we'll descend with the glide path. 0 and left, speedbird 71 Bravo. So first of all, we're going to take a localizer, but not yet. So we're going to wait until the localizer need indications on the correct side. Right. So careful, it's not an Airbus. So you can't just press localizer. There we go, now it's on the correct side. Now we go lock. Sorry, capturing.
Alpha hold November Bravo 11, top base 35.
So that was a bit late with the clearance, but there we go, lock. Gonna overshoot a bit.
Speedbird 767 with you. Speedbird 767, hello, enter the hold at Lambourne, descend flight level 120. Hold Lambourne, level 120,
And he said descend with the glide path out of 4,000 feet. So let's put flaps 1.
Shuttle 12 Hotel, climb now, flight level
Flaps
140, Monitor Unicom 1228.
Climb down flight level 140, Monitor Unicom, thanks for the service, Shuttle 12 Hotel.
So I'm going to start reducing the speed. Flaps 5. Flaps 5.
Easy, 56 at 43, speed 160 knots to 4 DME.
So flaps 15 is 215 knots. We're fine with that. Flaps 15. Flaps 15.
Turn left 110 degrees, clear ILS 9 left, speed 160 knots.
So glide slope is there.
It's 164 feet, turn left 110
Glide slope.
degrees.
3,000 missed approach altitude is set.
Speedbird 55 Hotel, speed 160 knots. Come on guys, listen to the frequency please. Speedbird 55 Hotel, speed 160 knots. Thank you.
Yeah.
Speedbird 707 left turn 2.
Well, we're still at 220 knots as instructed. And yeah, I mean, he's busy, Voyager, so can't really blame him for
Speedbird 707 left
having us overshoot a bit.
Speedbird 55 Hotel, speed 160 knots. Speedbird 767, descent flight on 9 0. Descent flight level 9 0, 767. Air 217, climb now, flight 170.
This surprise is not really slowing down, is it? It's kind of weird, because
170, Berlin 217 and 152.8. Thank you very
put
much.
the gear down.
U2 JetBlue 1620, your hold is cancelled, turn left heading 300 degrees, speed 220 knots. Okay, sir, 300 degrees, 220 knots for JetBlue 1620, sir. Okay, that's fine.
Flaps 20. So again, guys, the VREF speed is a bit higher because we've got...
aircraft have all just gone around now, so
Oh God.
there's a bit of a chance. Speedbird 1 Bravo, clear to land 09 left, associates 100 degrees 8 knots.
Dead land, 9 left, speedbird 7, 1 Bravo. Oh God, poor controller. So flaps 25. Actually, let's go flaps 30 here. And so we have approach speed.
Easy 564.
Yeah, we'll take 154.
70 degrees. So confirm you're cleared to localize 09 left.
So we'll read the approach checklist. Altimeter is 1023. Approach checklist complete, and the landing checklist. Oh, okay, no, disregard. So we have to use, yeah, I don't know, I didn't concentrate there enough. So flaps 20, but use VREF 30 plus 20, that way around. But again, the checklist has us covered. Right, so flaps 20 is checked, so now we have the landing checklist complete. Let's do some flying. So we're going to leave the auto thrust in.
Easy 5643, you establish it for 09 right, the landing runway 09 left.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you can switch the visual approach for 09 left.
So,
Easy
nice.
5643, switch the visual approach 09 left.
5643, visual approach 09.
So 707 left turn 110 degrees, you said 3000, cleared RLS approach 09 left.
1000 check. It's so weird not moving the
On the heading 3000 feet. Cleared.
thrust levers. Oh, I hate that.
Speedbird 55 hotel, left turn 190 degrees. Sparrow Hall 3, cross 09 left, you can go to Royal Suite.
Cross the 09 left and over to the right to the washroom.
Tam 8085, line up and way 09 right.
Beautifully smooth. Nice, beautiful smooth FPS. Love that. Really nice.
Speedbird 707, continue left turn 07.
Yeah, and what I can say, definitely, here the aircraft feels
Speedbird 711, turn left 27.
nice, realistic in form of, it's nice and stable. So you have to do very little inputs. So speed stable with the trim system.
Speedbird 47 Foxtrot ready, taxi.
Speedbird 57 Foxtrot, taxi Charlie, right on Bravo.
Continue.
And hold November Bravo 11.
Charlie Bravo, hold November Bravo 11, Speedbird 57 Foxtrot.
Tam 8085, be clear takeoff 09 right, the wind surface winds 100 degrees 5 knots.
Clear takeoff 09 right, Tam 8085.
30, 20, 10.
Speedbird 50 hotel, descend 4,000 feet.
There we go. So we have no reverse left engine as briefed, because the left hydraulic system. Speed brake up.
0 down to 70767.
Speedbird 80 Whiskey, no hold required. Leave Lambourne heading 260.
And manual brakes.
Descend flight level 80. No hold required. Leave Lambourne 260 degrees. Descend flight level 80.
Yeah, auto brake disarmed. I'm going to take the next one on the left, on the right.
1620, descend 4,000 feet on QNH 1023.
Okay, sir. 163 and 4,000 to 166.
Speedbird 55 hotel, left turn heading 110 degrees, cleared RLS 09 left, you're number 3.
Nice landing, thank you so much.
Easy 5643, cleared to land 09 left, the wind 100 degrees 8 knots.
It's 5643, clear to land on the 09 left.
Speedbird 71 Bravo, second right on Bravo, stand number 534.
Right on Bravo, stand 534. Thank you so much, Speedbird 7 on Bravo.
Bye-bye, TAM 8085, climb now, flight level 170.
So, 534. Parking. Yeah, good job by the controller, man. That's amazing.
900, speed 220 knots.
220 knots, on the 900.
Yep, Voyager, I should be back on Sunday, yeah.
JetBlue 1620, speed 180 knots.
So, flight director off. We're going to do the after landing items. TCAS goes standby weather radar. Radar is off. Terrain mode off.
Speedbird 711, turn left 23.
TCAS off.
Left turn 230.
That's all done. Now I have to remember to
Speedbird 767, speed 220 knots.
refill the hydraulic.
220 for
How excited am I for the A350 from Minibuilds?
Speedbird 80 whiskey, speed 220 knots.
I am looking very much forward to it,
220, Speedbird 80 whiskey.
but I've learned not to get myself hyped up anymore too much with these. Oh, that's cool, Gillen. Yeah, thanks.
Hotel, speed now 180 knots till 60 ME.
Yeah, I'll also give him a nice feedback. That's a really cool thing, Gillen. Thanks for the link. Why is there two suns landing? Yeah. I mean, the thing is, though, that could be. I mean, that's VATSIM stuff, right? That's VATSIM traffic, and then model matching. I don't know if you can completely blame that on the on X-Plane. Yeah, so nice. I love the way it handles. Very nice. So HKK, big round of applause for that programming. Well done. And I'm positively surprised with the FPS performance today.
Speedbird 711, speed 160 knots till 60 ME.
Still getting... How many FPS am I getting? Hold on. Look at that. 57, 56 FPS without frame generation. Almost 60 FPS. So no frame generation, no gimmicks.
Lufthansa 900, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1023, speed 180 knot.
So let me see. Mark, where am I parking? 564? No, 534. Where's 534? 534 is...
Good evening, Speedbird 15 airport, 757 Bravo 1023 for the Singapore, please.
No flight plan, sir. Speedbird 711, left turn 110 degrees, clear for the LSZH.
So I'm going to have to go... Parking stance continued. Ah, hang on. It's on the back side of the 5 Bravo. Okay, the back side of 5 Bravo. That means I have to go Bravo to the left.
JetBlue 1620, turn right, 360.
Yeah, thank you. So I have to go in here, and the parking stand is there. Okay, cool.
160 knots till 60 ME.
Yeah, the night lighting in general here in X-Plane is good. Absolutely.
Okay, sir. Speed down to 160, right heading, 360 until 6, and nothing else there.
And that's an A380 there.
Speed 707, clear to land 09 left, the surface winds 100 degrees, 8 knots.
Honestly, I've never seen this kind of performance here at Heathrow Airport with so many traffic on VATSIM. Really incredible. Right, 3534. That is our gate there. Yeah, 534.
JetBlue 1620, right turn 060 degrees, clear left approach 09 left, your number 3 for landing.
That's where we park.
Okay, sir, right heading 060 and clear ILS approach runway 9 left.
AP is running, fantastic.
JetBlue 1620, you can descend 3,000 feet further with the glide path.
Down to 3,000 feet for JetBlue 160.
Mark's home terminal. Okay, cool. We have actually docking system. Now that's something I have not seen very often. This is Thai models. So this is Thai models London Heathrow.
November Bravo 11, fully ready.
With a working docking system.
Offshore surface wind is 100 degrees 8 knots, runway 09 right, you are clear for takeoff.
09 right, clear for takeoff, speed 37, Foxtrot, thank you.
At 767, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1023, speed 180 knots.
Okay, down to 5,000, speed 180.
So APU is running.
1023.
Flaps, Mr. Flaps to go up there. Flaps should be up as well.
Speed 707, 320 Neo is just taxiing straight ahead. Once he's out of the way, right on Alpha, please stand 511.
EasyJet has passed right on Alpha and 511 stand. Thank you for Speedbird 707.
Speedbird 55 Hotel, you're clear to land 09 left, the wind 100 degrees 8 knots. EC 5643, you're able to taxi straight ahead, please, causing a traffic jam. Thank you. Lufthansa 900.
The EFB is fine here.
Speed 160 knots
So
60 ME.
nice and sharp, nice and crisp textures. So definitely very nice indeed. Right, seatbelts.
Now, no delay, leave
Beacon.
Ockham heading 280 degrees, 220
Let me go through the panel here. Hydraulic panel all off. Fuel pumps off as well. Transponder. And let's do the shutdown checklist. So fuel pumps. There we go. So parking brake is set. Shutdown checklist complete. So what I'm going to do is we are going to go. Let me just disconnect here from VATSIM quickly. We're going to go ahead before I forget for the next time. Ground service, maintenance. Hang on. Land loader engine. Oh, there we go. Hydraulics. So we need to click that. Hydraulics. I wonder what else I have to do to get that working. Maybe chocks. Let's do ground power. Service to catering, air conditioning, stairs. Ah, there we go. Now it's green. Okay, maintenance. I wonder how that works. Because you can see that, yeah, they've placed the ladders there for the hydraulics. So the hydraulic panel is open, which is nice. We're going to depart in about 10 minutes, Dominic. 10 minutes. I'll be online. So the service panel for the hydraulics is open. That's nice. But I don't know how to... yeah, stuck with no hydraulic power. Just wonder how we would do that. Gear service. All right. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in a VFR flight, we're going to go on the VFR group flight. If you'd love to join, come join us on the European West server. And for next time, I'll try to find out how to get that serviced. As I'm a bit stuck here with the... ground service stuff. Okay, anyways. Thank you so much for the support, guys. Thanks for the resubs that came in today, as always. And thanks for the raid to Boozy Sheep. Sorry for the late call out. Guess I was busy landing the aircraft there, Boozy. Hope you had a good stream. Beacon is off, yeah. Beacon is off. I wonder... oh, hang on. Maybe I have to get the doors into park as well. Hold on. Airplane. Doors. Yeah, don't know how to do that. We'll see. Then good luck, yeah, we'll see. Okay, guys, thank you so much. And again, if interested to watch a VFR flight, I'll take the Creators of the Worlds, I think it's called, TOWS, the DA40 today again. Looking forward to it, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks, my dear moderators, for all the help, as always. See you soon. Or if not today, then on Sunday, if you like. Take care.